I once again spawn into some more devastating news. Another enclave's collapsed? At least they were just strangers though. Lily's asked me to go check on the doctor, seeing as he's in some sort of trouble. Well, the car situation could be improved, let's be honest. So I drive over there with the utmost of haste. Trying to, but it seems the car's stuck. Okay, change of plan, I guess. I suppose I'll just take the one that's missing the back tyre. I mean, I'm not going to get pulled over, am I? Let's be honest. It's quite funny, as I drive around, I see, like, all the debris from the chaos I've caused in previous episodes. Pickup truck there, for example. And I still drive down a ditch. What? Honestly, God. One day I will learn my mistakes. Today is not that day. The dock is in a cemetery and surrounded by the undead, and there's only one way I know how to fix this situation. I got you, Doc. I got you. 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 But apparently he doesn't like being crushed by SUVs. I gotta protect him. Well, can't we just run? Surely that would be the sensible play. This guy doesn't need protection. There hasn't been a doctor this bloodthirsty since Harold Shipman. Frankly, I'd be better off protecting the zombies from him. I then get distracted what I believe is my first bloater, and I'm very interested in testing out its flammability, especially compared to State of Decay 2. I mean, it probably... Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. 1 second. There you go. Wait, what? Trust lost? Oh my god, but I got a multi-kill, so that counts. I'm sorry. Double XP, bro. And I'll be honest, I'm starting to wonder whether or not the doc is actually suicidal. He is an actual moron. I start popping headshots to save him, but with this being a 360 game, the controls are a bit iffy, so I revert back to what I do best. Okay, yeah, he's on fire again. After running out of ammo, I finish the last zombies with my axe. Okay, for the love of God, can we get out of here now, Doc? I'm out of ammo, and you apparently don't like being set on fire by bloody Molotovs. So I'm like, what the hell are you doing up here, bat? And he's like, I'm visiting my dead wife, you inconsiderate prick. Smart thing to do, innit? Visit a grave during the zombie apocalypse? He then leaves, but I think he's actually starting to warm to me. We got a new radio option gain. Cool. So it turns out he doesn't mind being set on fire. What a nice man. You'll be glad to know I safely get back to base, but Lily's having another one of her famous meltdowns. The pastor tries to calm her down with some Bible drivel, but when he stops making any sense, it's revealed that he might be unwell. The black fever. Pastor Will is sick. There is a solution to that. So I go to see how he's doing in the infirmary, and to see if he wants to watch my back on an up-and-coming mission. But the big man's a little bit tired. Oh, you lazy bastard. Thankfully, he's not the only cannon fodder in this infirmary. Karen. She was an alcoholic and she drank a lot. Well, if you are an alcoholic, obviously you drink a lot. She will do perfectly. I recruit her and then we head on out. I want to claim a new ammo outpost to hopefully boost my ammo supplies. Zombie horde alerted. But we can take care of them, can't we? And that's some bloody good life advice for you. There's not many problems you can't solve by hitting them with your car. So we get to the gun shop, and using my radio, we can turn it into an outpost. And I'm really glad I brought Karen along on this journey. Honestly, her and that frying pan were absolutely invaluable, and that's probably why it hurt so bad. While I was trying to figure out how the defenses worked, she straight up abandons me. Oh my god, what the hell's going on out here, Karen? Why, is that her running away from me? Karen, where you going, love? Get back here. This doesn't look good that 2 videos in a row I'm chasing bloody women around. Oh god, no. And now I'm getting beaten up for it. I decide it's probably best not to chase a woman in the dark during the apocalypse, and instead accept a mission to go meet the law. It's on the other side of the map, and I'll be honest, on this occasion I just can't be asked to play it sensibly by driving around the ring road. So instead just drive through everybody's farmland. And surprisingly this goes quite well, other than the existential crisis the boys back at home are having. Oh Ed, you're a pussy. Honest to God. What are you scared of? You're living in a church, mate. I mean, you know, God wouldn't let anything bad happen to it, would he? Although on my way to the mission, I realise there's a couple of strangers that need my assistance. And seeing as I'm driving past, it would be rude to just say fuck off. Although I'll be honest, I do get a little bit confused about where they actually are.
Heads up. We got a visitor.
Yes, you do have a visitor, but your visitor's a bit stupid. There's a back door. Obviously, I take the window, though. Howdy, cowpokes. Their friend Jack is missing, and I'm more than happy to go and help them find him. But things aren't looking good when I check out our first spot. Does he look like a bit of a crackhead? Because I might have found him. Jesus Christ, that zombie had the reactions of an RAF pilot. And I think it's fair to say things don't exactly improve in the second building I walk into. I mean, he might not have been dead there, to be fair, and I've just, like, axed a guy from behind. Thankfully, that wasn't their mate Jack, as Jack was hiding out next door. Still don't know whether or not that was an actual zombie or just someone leaning against a wall, but it was probably best just to move on. Jack is incredibly grateful to have his life saved, and I'm not saying they're asking for too much or anything, but now they want a lift home too. Are you kidding me? It's miles away. Thankfully, a pizza delivery car has been abandoned outside, and apart from me scaring the literal shit out of them when I run into a juggernaut, the drive back home is fairly uneventful. I'm definitely gonna need a new car, and I look at the state of this thing. The 3 of them live in this garden shop with this alternative goth girl, which is quite funny really, because I once watched a film titled Goth Girl Gets Ploughed by 3 Strangers. strangers. I wonder if they're related. Anyway, I steal their Molotovs and head back into Marshall because we have a judge to meet. She welcomes me to the new society, but I can't help but feel that might be a little bit premature. I mean, at this point in the story, we're only a couple of weeks into the apocalypse. I have the feeling this woman just very much craves power, and you can see this is true as she makes me follow her down long ass corridors. What a boss ass bitch. She gives us the opportunity for me and my community to join, but we'd have to give up our guns in order to do so. And seeing as that would be pretty much suicide given the whole zombified human thing, I politely tell her to go fuck herself. She leaves and I start talking to one of the sheriffs. He's like, any chance you can give us a hand clearing out some local infestations? And I'm like, only if you've got some form of explosive device in order to aid me with this request. Then he's like, check out our supply locker. Admittedly, I've got to trade in a couple of packs of Doritos to make room for the frag grenades. Jesus Christ, how big were those packs of Doritos? So we make our way over to the first infestation, and I'm always grateful when the NPCs that give you missions come along to enjoy the misery. As you probably know, there's only one way I know how to clear out infestations. Although my second molly is much more direct to the root of the problem. That'll sort them out, although that almost leads to an accident. Oh shit, right, I almost shot you both then. You're looking a bit pale, guys, you know? Time to get some sunlight, I think. Admittedly, I do have to kill the last screamer with my axe, but all of that racket has drawn hordes to our location. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the difference between a Molotov and a petrol bomb is, but something's telling me the petrol bomb is much more potent. I think I'm on fire. I can't entirely tell. That seems like a lot of screams from my teammates too, to be honest with you. But say what you want, that strategy was incredibly effective. However, not quite as effective as this next one. Hasta la vista. That was a beast of a throw. And with 2 infestations cleared, we make our way to the 3rd. But as we arrive, someone radios a mayday asking for our assistance.
Help's on the way.
Yep, okay. Don't worry about the infestation then, is it? I mean, we just spent a lot of fuel getting over here, but okay, yeah, we'll go save these random strangers. Being the law is exhausting. The survivors hiding out in one of these 3 buildings, and it would be great if they could be more precise about their location. At the end of the day, they have our radios, as long as if they can't reach us. And they definitely would have heard all of the racket of me mowing down countless Zeds. But oh no, I gotta search every single one of these buildings. And typically, she just happens to be in the last building we check. I knew we should have checked out the petrol station first. And with the lady saved, I assume I've gotta give her a lift somewhere, as that tends to be the MO in this game. So I follow them back towards my car, but as soon as their dialogue finishes, they stop and start running in the opposite direction. Maybe I just stink or something. I commandeer this police car and decide to head back to base to give Marcus a little break. But on the way back, Lily lets me know that there's some survivors that need my assistance. And it's fair to say she's incredibly inconsistent with her management style.
You're going to burn yourself out if you don't come home and rest a little.
Lily, you just told me to go and rescue people, and now you're like, oh no, you're a bit tired, come home and have a little nap. Yeah, these people need saving. Like, honestly, I'm starting to think that Lily's bipolar. Thankfully, I'm able to save them before the worst happens. Got you guys. Honestly, I dread to think where these people would be without me. I then take her back to base, and the most important rule when you're in the car with me is always wear your seatbelt. Oh, for Christ's sake, I forgot that was a thing. I've gone the whole episode without even falling out of the car once. But then we get interrupted by another horde of zombies. Please get in quickly. But she doesn't get in quickly. That's not my fault. Don't you dare blame me for reckless driving. Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have to save her ass again. And save her ass I most certainly do. Thankfully, we get home with no further issues. There we go. Home safe and sound. And when I walk into the hall, the doctor's telling Jacob about what happened to his fella.
Did he suffer?
Okay. Eli is dead. He didn't. He wasn't even aware that I put a bullet in him. Oof. That's awkward, isn't it? Seeing as Marcus has got a bit tired, I decide to swap to Ed. And we were gonna go help some runners who found themselves in some trouble. That is until I get a radio message saying that Alan has shot Pastor Will. So I turn around to see what the bloody hell is going on. Don't get me wrong, I know he was sick and that. There was no evidence he'd been bitten by a zombie or something. Jesus Christ, but he might have just had the common cold, like. And besides that, if he really was on death's door, that's not how you treat people. You don't just shoot people who are no longer useful to you. You make them go fight the Juggernaut, and if they survive, then they can stay with you. Honestly, this new society is so archaic. This time before I head out, I recruit Sam to come and watch my back. And unfortunately, due to my off-road driving tactic, we're gonna have to leave the police car behind. And on this occasion, I decide to stick to the roads. But deep down, I'm just a child, so swap my car as soon as something better comes along. In fact, I actually do that twice. What can I say? At the end of the day, that racing stripe has got to add an extra 50 brake horsepower. And you'd think having a new car would make my decision making a little bit better. Oh, I could have gone about this better.
I'd rather fight them here. At least here we've got children.
Are you kidding me? Run, you tit. Don't just stand here and fight. Honestly, this is a terrible place to defend. He's chatting about choke points as if we're not stood in an open fucking camp. Right, where's Sam? I don't know where Sam is. I may have left my friend behind. And what makes this even worse, my new friend who I've just risked my life to save just straight up abandons me. I gained trust, but apparently I lost a friend. R.I.P. Sam. Send one up. And due to some unforeseen circumstances, I'm once again forced to change cars. But that turns out to be an amazing thing. Because if I didn't have this shitty little hatchback, I might not have spotted this beast. And my god, what a beast she is. Caballero. That's when Lily once again radios me and lets me know we've been receiving some weird signal. She's asked if I go check it out, and I'm more than happy to do so. But I'll be honest, that's mainly so I can just test this car out some more. I must keep this car intact. It is the best car I've seen. It's sexy, it's amazing, it's orange. I don't know why I really got excited about the word orange there. Tragedy then strikes as I accidentally hit the biggest jump in this bloody game. Wait, oh my god, that's some serious air. What's impressive, I didn't even roll or anything. However, that signal is super loud and it's attracted a shit ton of zombies. And I've only got 3 grenades, so we need to... Oh my god, Ed. Thankfully I managed to get away, but there's still so many of them. Gathering a nice little pile for me. Okay, that is what I call effective. But truth be told, I barely scratched the surface. Oh, no. So I try blowing up another horde, then investigate the source of the signal. And that to me looks like a Cleo drop. However, there's way too many zombies to give me a chance to search it. So I drop my last grenade and try clearing out the hordes with my Uzi. But no matter how many zombies you kill, there's still another horde just waiting around a corner. Ed gets munched on. And at this point, I'm wondering if I can even save him. See, how is there so many of them already? So I devise a new strategy. Mow them all down with a nearby pickup truck. And believe it or not, this is probably the most successful thing I've ever done in this game. I then used the Uzi to take out the last few stragglers. I'm then finally able to search the Cleo device. And it's fair to say, I got some decent shit. But once again, the zombies swarm me and I decide to leave the majority of that food behind. At the end of the day, you can't snack on big beans if you've been zombified. And now it's time to just get in the car and get the fuck out.
I hope whatever you found out there was worth the risk.
No, it wasn't, Lily. No, it was not.